Thanks for meeting with me. I want to take a couple minutes to talk to you about CNC runtimes. So we've gotten busy this spring, and what's starting to happen is the carts are piling up waiting for the CNCs. Before when we weren't as busy, you did a good job of programming and flipping tables and feeding the polishers, but as the footage is taking that next level up, efficiency and run times are becoming critical in order to produce the footage every day that we need to get out the door. So I want to thank you for the effort that you put into taking care of the polishers. Sometimes they come and they talk to you and they say, hey, we've run out of work, shorten your run times so we can get some footage, right? What happens in that case is you're feeding them more often, but you're actually overall feeding them less. Does that make sense?
Because they're smaller tables, I'm giving them less?
Yep, it happens more often, so they might feel better, but ultimately it's smaller bites, smaller meals. So you're going to ignore their complaints, okay? And you can tell them Dusty told you to do this or Dusty didn't, but you can ignore them. Ultimately, as you switch to increasing your run time and packing those tables, you will output 60, 70 square feet in a chunk. And spread across 4 tables, that will really help increase our output. Do you have any limitations or anything that might affect you from accomplishing this, or is there any concerns with making this happen?
So particularly on machine 2, when we overpack it, it can lose its pressure faster since it's closer to the water tower. And so that makes it hard to make them stay in place sometimes.
So if I walk by and see that your number 2 isn't piled up as much as the other, I won't yell at you.
Thanks.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Cool, and thanks for bringing that up. We can let Steve know, and maybe it's a new pump for some kind of maintenance, so maybe he can look into that. But I know the laser also has issues on that machine too.
Sometimes.
They're on the edges. Okay. All right, good to know. But yeah, thanks for you and AJ are programming really well. And with Brandon, you guys are flipping tables really fast. Let's just increase those run times, and you'll see the overall output move up. And pretty soon, it'll be the polishers with carts in front of them waiting to get done. Cool? Cool. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah.